From the Cronkite studios in downtown Phoenix, this is Cronkite News.
Food scarcity is a growing national problem. We'll tell you how Arizona stacks up against other states.
And we break down some state budget numbers, how Arizona splits its spending between local prisons and public education.
Plus, President Barack Obama's precision medicine plan is now being put into action. We'll tell you which Arizona organizations are teaming up on the new initiative.
Cronkite News starts now.
Good evening and welcome to Cronkite News. I'm Crandall Brantley.
And I'm Blair McElroy. Thanks for joining us.
Arizona was just ranked 18th worst in the nation for food hardship by the Food Research and Action Center. And according to United Food Bank, 5th worst state in the nation for food insecurity and poverty. Reporter Christina Tetro spoke with local activists and members of a local food bank.
This morning, I went out to a local food bank where the parking lot was packed and the lobby was full with lines of people waiting for their weekly or monthly supply of food.
Close to 16% of Arizonans are missing a meal or unable to serve 3 meals a day.
And families are suffering as well.
1 in 7 households, you are food insecure.
Meaning they're having trouble making ends meet. Cynthia Zwick, director of a local action group, says it's because the state still hasn't fully recovered from the recession.
So people are not earning enough to support their families.
Jesus Ortiz retired after 47 years in insurance. He's been visiting Desert Mission Food Bank for months. He says using it is a lifesaver.
A fixed income, and you have to go and get assistance wherever you can to be able to survive.
Here at Desert Mission Food Bank, they service close to 3,000 to 4,000 families a month. However, over the summer, their hands are full and numbers increase up to 1,000 people. And it's not expecting to slow down anytime soon.
A lot of households that are coming in are people that have degrees, that have bachelor's degrees, master's degrees, because they need a little more support.
And Zwick says during these scarce times, it's vital to keep using these helpful resources.
It's about not having access to resources that will enable me to purchase food or purchase adequate nutritional food.
Desert Mission Food Bank is open not only for those who have government assistance, but is open 5 days a week with reduced for sale food for the general public. In the broadcast center, Christina Tetro, Cronkite News.
With over 270,000 signatures, a state minimum wage increase has a good chance of making the November ballot. Backers of the initiative hope to raise Arizona's current minimum wage from $8.05 an hour to $10 an hour by January 2017 and to $12 by 2020. This would mark the first significant increase to minimum wage in a decade. The measure would also provide a way for some workers to earn 3 to 5 sick days. The Secretary of State must verify the signatures before the measure is put on the ballot.
A new report out today shows U.S. spending on prisons and jails has increased 3 times more than spending on K-12 education. The study looked at spending from 1979 to 1980 and compared that with numbers from 2012 to 2013. Here in Arizona, there's a 303% difference in spending. 188% more was spent on education in that 33-year period. Compared that to 491% on corrections. I spoke with experts who say that trend continues. We'll be sending more people to jail than to college. In Arizona, the number of people incarcerated in 1980 was just over 6,700. That number jumped 725% to more than 55,000 in 2013. But the population only increased 160% during that time.
What's interesting about incarceration, especially among adults, is that it's both a symptom of problems and a cause of problems. So having an incarcerated parent is one of what are many adverse childhood experiences.
Other adverse childhood experiences include physical, sexual, or emotional abuse, a drug or alcohol abuser in the home, living with someone with mental issues, one or no parents, and emotional or physical neglect. Children who grow up with several of these factors have a hard time being successful in school and developing healthy relationships.
It's the accumulation of early adverse experiences that really jeopardize development and later health.
Data from the Bureau of Justice Statistics displays that 2/3 of state prison inmates do not finish high school, And a study from the National Bureau of Economic Research states Black males between the age of 20 and 24 without a high school diploma have a higher chance of being locked behind bars than having a job.
This is preventable. And we are deciding as a society to spend more on incarceration than we are on education. And we are creating the problem that we're seeking to correct. We've known scientifically for a long time that harsher criminal sentences are not a deterrent to crime. What deters crime are opportunities, education, and interpersonal.
The U.S. Department of Education said that 10% rise in high school graduation rates results in a 9% drop in criminal arrest rates. The department's research suggests it would be wiser to invest more money in education from early childhood up to college. They also stated that making education a higher priority could reverse the school-to-prison pipeline.
The Arizona Department of Education is taking steps to ensure money is spent correctly under a school voucher program. The Empowerment Scholarship Program allows spending of tax dollars for students who don't attend private schools. State auditors say the department tries to prevent transactions that are not related to education and recommend the department creates a fraud reporting system and criteria for assessing risk of misspending.
A new $54 million grant will help improve the I-10 between Phoenix and Tucson. The new projects will be part of the Fast Lane Grant and ADOT's 5-year transportation program. Representative Ann Kirkpatrick said the grant will help to fund 3 improvements: widening areas where there are only 2 lanes, installing dust storm early warning technology, and fixing narrow lanes. The section of the I-10 needing repairs carries nearly 120,000 vehicles every day, crowding north of the Casa Grande. The new plan will realign widen 4 miles in the Picacho area to 3 lanes in each direction and 4 miles between I-8 and Early Road. The new grant announced yesterday will only make a small dent in the total cost. The Arizona Department of Transportation will still be providing over $103 million toward the improvements. The grant still needs to be reviewed by Congress.
In January of 2015, during the State of the Union, President Obama announced the Precision Medicine Initiative. Now the groundwork for the plan has been laid, and University of Arizona, in partnership with Banner Health, is at the forefront. Cronkite News reporter Eddie Keller tells us the partnership needs your help.
The University of Arizona and Banner Health have been chosen to be one of the 4 initial partner teams for the Precision Medicine Initiative. They've also been awarded a $4 million grant from the National Institutes of Health. Will Humble of U of A says that what they hope to accomplish will pave the way for more personalized and targeted medical treatments. Precision medicine is focused on looking at medicine based on a person's background, for instance, their living environment, their ethnicity, their lifestyle. Then, using this data, they'll be able to provide more personalized medical treatments for people from all backgrounds.
But you can't guess. This isn't something that you can guess. You've got to gather the data about the differences in these various subpopulations that we have in the U.S. And then once you have that information and data, you're in a much better position to provide targeted therapies that can be much more effective, but also less expensive.
Humble says in order to begin down this road, they need volunteers. 150,000 volunteers to be precise who will share this data. And that's a big reason they say why Arizona is great for this initiative. They say due to the diversity in Arizona, they can gather data much more effectively. And now Humble made clear this is not something that's going to happen overnight. It could take years, but the first steps down this road are being taken right now. Live in the broadcast center, Eddie Keller, Cronkite News.
The 18-year-old Tucson man arrested of suspicion of terrorism is now facing a new count. Authorities released Maheen Khan's indictment today. Khan was charged with terrorism, conspiracy to commit terrorism, and conspiracy to commit misconduct with a weapon. Authorities say Khan plotted an attack on a motor vehicle division office in Maricopa County, allegedly contacting a member of the Pakistan Taliban for weapons and instructions for a homemade bomb. Authorities also say Khan wrote emails claiming to be a supporter of the Pakistan Taliban group and was looking to carry out an attack. After the FBI director recommended Hillary Clinton not be charged, an urgent hearing was called.
Coming up on Cronkite News, we take you outside the hearing and get the reactions from a few of our own U.S. representatives.
And an old mental health bill is getting a new lease on life.
the true measure of all our actions is how long the good in them lasts.
This is who I am, where I'm from.
If you're on the right side of history, you can accomplish anything.
It's a connection between your present and your past.
Come this way. This is good. This is very good.
We are attempting to fulfill the promise of America.
The stories about who we are shape us.
This chance to go through a time machine.
Good heavenly days.
We should know our history.
It informs, but it doesn't constrict you.
It's a framework to carry out human activity.
Look around.
The sky is the limit.
It started a long time ago.
For only the third time in the award's 74-year history, a Phoenix-based news operation wins the prestigious Alfred I. DuPont Columbia Award for Excellence in Broadcast Journalism. And this year, that news operation is Cronkite News, the news division of Arizona PBS, honored for its work on the groundbreaking documentary, Hooked, Tracking Heroin's Hold on Arizona. Cronkite News at Arizona PBS, award-winning journalism you can count on from the station you trust.
Just 48 hours after the FBI said it would not recommend charges against Hillary Clinton for mishandling of emails while she was Secretary of State, congressional Republicans called an emergency hearing on the issue. Reporter Keisha Butts at the morning's House Oversight Government Reform Committee hearing where Democrat and Republican members sparred.
There was a long line of people waiting to get into today's hearing, where committee Republicans questioned FBI Director James Comey's decision against prosecuting Clinton, the presumptive Democratic nominee for president. James Comey told lawmakers that Hillary Clinton was careless with her emails, but there was not enough reason to prosecute her. But GOP members were having none of it.
Secretary Clinton said she never sent or received any classified information over her private email. Was that true?
Arizona Representative Paul Gosar was one of the committee members blasting Comey's decision.
Now more ground to have to cover in this application, as I think will be shortcoming.
Gosar says in addition to looking at her emails again, they should also look at Clinton's comments regarding her email server.
Into account her public and under oath comments into their dictation.
Gosar says the next steps might include charging Clinton with perjury.
I think there's probably going to be some type of an affidavit asking for a referral to the FBI to look at perjury charges in regards to Ms. Clinton, in regards to her comments, particularly to those of Mr. Jordan in the Benghazi committee.
While Gosar and other Republicans attacked the decision, Democrats on the committee attacked the hearing, calling it just another GOP witch hunt against Clinton during an election season. But the committee is not done. It has follow-up hearings planned. In Washington, I'm Keisha Butts, Cronkite News.
With less than 2 weeks to the Republican National Convention in Cleveland, presumptive Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump met separately with House and Senate Republicans in an effort to build party unity. The House meeting was fairly cordial, but according to reports, the Senate meeting was heated. Arizona Senator Jeff Flake was part of one of the most intense introductions at the meeting. According to multiple news reports confirmed by Flake's office, Arizona's junior senator stood up and told Trump that, quote, "Yes, I'm the other senator from Arizona, the one who didn't get captured, and I want to talk to you about statements like that." Flake was referring to Trump's comments last summer when he questioned Senator John McCain's military service and whether he should be considered a war hero because he was a prisoner of war in Vietnam. Flake also questioned Trump's attacks on Mexicans. Afterward, Trump tweeted that he had great meetings with Republicans in the House and Senate, also saying it was a very interesting day. Trump's campaign manager told the Washington Post that the meeting was pleasant and productive, and any reports to the contrary were not true. But officials say Senator Flake told Trump that he does not feel comfortable backing his nomination. Be sure to stay with Cronkite News later this month. We have teams going to both the Republican and Democratic national conventions.
The aftermath of a police shooting broadcast on Facebook Live prompted a visceral reaction from President Barack Obama. In a Facebook post, President Obama said that recent shootings are not isolated incidents. He says they are symptoms of the lack of trust between law enforcement and the communities they serve. The aftermath of a police shooting death in Falcon Heights, Minnesota last night was broadcast live by the victim, Philando Castile's girlfriend. Castile was shot during a traffic stop. His death made waves across the nation, from vigils in memory of the victim to online outrage. And earlier this afternoon, the governor of Minnesota said Castile would not have been shot if he were white, and that the police response to the incident was way over what was called for.
A mental health reform bill cleared the House of Representatives today with near unanimous support from Democrats and Republicans. The bill, called the Helping Families and Mental Health Crisis Act, will potentially address a nationwide shortage of psychiatric beds and childhood psychiatric and create a new federal position to focus on the issue. This bill was the first introduced in 2013 following the elementary school shooting in Newtown, Connecticut. The American Psychiatric Association is calling on the Senate to approve the bill before the end of the year.
The State Department is defending the Obama administration's decision from earlier this year to close Guantanamo Bay. The State Department official assigned to closing the remote prison told Congress the latest intelligence shows that only 19 of some 144 detainees who were transferred out of the prison during President Obama's tenure have returned to terrorism. By some members of the House Foreign Affairs Committee argues that it is hard to track detainees after the release. Not everyone is in agreement with President Obama's directive on transgender bathrooms.
Coming up on Cronkite News, we tell you which states are now joining Arizona, standing against the president's wishes.
And this week, young hockey players took the ice in Glendale, all with the hope to impress the Arizona Coyotes staff.
Heaven knows you're a dreamer. Don't hide it from anyone. Don't hide it from anyone. Would you believe me if I said we are here for a reason now? This is our life. This is what counts. This is for us. I will go anywhere for you.
This is the real thing. This is where we were born.
One of the amazing things about the history of life on Earth is it keeps learning new tricks.
The animals, the plants, really gets in your blood.
Everything's interconnected.
We've got to begin to tell a new story, a story about interaction.
It's something that really touches my heart. There's just massive life everywhere. It's just magic.
2 more states have joined Arizona and others in challenging the president's recent directive on transgender bathrooms in public schools. This now makes the number of states in the case 13. Kentucky and Mississippi have joined Arizona, Texas, Oklahoma, Alabama, Wisconsin, West Virginia, Tennessee, Maine, Louisiana, Utah, and Georgia in the fight. These states have sought a preliminary injunction to prevent the directive from being enacted. The parties ask for a hearing on the injunction motion on August 8th or 9th. The president's order would allow transgender students to use the bathrooms of their choosing.
The Peoria Police Department will hold a groundbreaking ceremony today to celebrate a $10.8 million expansion of the Pinnacle Peak Police Substation. The substation near Pinnacle Peak Road and Lake Pleasant Parkway now has an additional 17,000 square feet of building space added. It will include additional police training facilities, holding areas, and an office space to help the department distribute its patrol presence more efficiently.
Arizona Public Service is hoping to raise electric rates, but the utility's rate hike requests would also provide more help for low-income customers. APS says it's proposing a flat monthly discount of $34 to people with limited incomes. The proposal adds $12 million to the company's assistance programs. In a statement, the utility says about 85,000 customers are receiving some form of assistance from APS and would like to increase that number.
People who live in Mesa will have a new sales tax to vote come November. City leaders have to put a 0.4% sales tax increase on the ballot. If passed, the tax hike is expected to raise $38 million. The money would be used to hire dozens of police officers, build a new fire station, and a new ASU campus for downtown Mesa.
This week, the Arizona Coyotes looked for young talent at their annual development camp.
Coming up on Cronkite News, we introduce you to some of the young players hoping to make it to the NHL.
The true measure of all our actions is how long the good in them lasts.
This is who I am, where I'm from.
If you're on the right side of history, you can accomplish anything.
It's a connection between your present and your past.
Come this way. This is good. This is very good.
We are attempting to fulfill the promise of America.
The stories about who we are shape us.
This chance to go through a time machine.
Good heavenly day.
We should know our history.
It informs, but it doesn't constrict you.
It's a framework to carry out human activity.
Look around.
The sky is the limit.
It started a long time ago.
For only the third time in the award's 74-year history, a Phoenix-based news operation wins the prestigious Alfred I. DuPont Columbia Award for Excellence in Broadcast Journalism. And this year, that news operation is Cronkite News, the news division of Arizona PBS, honored for its work on the groundbreaking documentary, Hooked, Tracking Heroin's Hold on Arizona. Cronkite News at Arizona PBS, award-winning journalism you can count on from the station you trust.
Possibilities. Your day is filled with them.
Reach up, energy in the fingertips, collapse. TV, play Downton Abbey.
And PBS helps everyone discover theirs. Anytime, anywhere.
Up in the sky, you can see it.
PBS, we're with you for life.
What are you doing?
Possibilities. Your day is filled with them.
Reach up, energy in the fingertips, collapse. TV, play Downton Abbey.
And PBS helps everyone discover theirs. Anytime, anywhere.
Up in the sky, you can see it.
PBS, we're with you for life.
Critical pieces of the Arizona Coyotes' future made names for themselves at last year's Prospect Development Camp. Max Domi and Anthony Duclair became significant contributors to the team last season. Now, more than 40 players are hoping to make a good impression on the front office as the Coyotes host their annual development camp in Glendale this week. Cronkite reporter Brian Carroll was there.
This week's Coyotes Prospect Development Camp at Gila River Arena gives some young players in the organization the chance to earn a spot on the Coyotes roster for the upcoming season, while others are just trying to catch the parent club's eye for a future role with the team.
Yeah, it's pretty cool to be able to scrimmage against the guys, play against these high-level high school players. It'll be a good time, and definitely looking forward to it.
The camp culminates on Friday with an intra-squad scrimmage that will test prospects against one another in a game situation.
Although it is the middle of July and there's not much, intense games going on, I'm sure that game's going to be intense on Friday.
Last year's number 3 overall pick, Dylan Strome, is participating in his second prospect development camp. He hopes to use his performance this week to prove he is ready to make the jump from junior to the NHL.
This year it's kind of a little bit different with a lot more guys at camp, a lot more free agent invites, and a lot more chance to kind of show that I guess you're a little bit ahead of everyone.
This year's first-round draft picks, Clayton Keller and Jacob Chikrin, are not likely to make the Coyotes roster this season. The 17-year-old Keller is committed to Boston University for the 2016-2017 college season, and Chikrin, at the age of 18, will likely return to juniors for his final year of eligibility there. But both are excited for the potential hockey futures in the desert.
Arizona was the one team that I really, really wanted to go to, just because of their bright future, their young crop, and all their prospects. It's going to be really, really fun times ahead here.
In Glendale, I'm Brian Carroll, Cronkite News.
The Arizona Coyotes will hold its intra-squad scrimmage tomorrow night. That game starts at 7 at Gila River Arena in Glendale.
Cronkite News is proud to be the news division of Arizona PBS. Here's what's coming up on Arizona Horizon and PBS NewsHour.
On the next Arizona Horizon, we'll talk about a fireworks controversy involving PBS and why the East Valley is becoming a hub for Asian mega supermarkets. That's on the next Arizona Horizon.
I'm Judy Woodruff on the next NewsHour. Our Fault Line series continues with a report from Estonia, the NATO nation most threatened by Russian aggression. That's Thursday on the PBS NewsHour.
That's it for Cronkite News tonight. Thanks for joining us.
For top Arizona stories anytime, go to cronkitenews.azpbs.org.